Hi, I'm Jim Vossen. Join me Wednesday afternoons at 1 o'clock for the Seaside-Sand City television show here on KYMB, Comcast Cable Channel 19, and over the air at 27.1. Brought to you in part by the Seaside-Sand City Chamber of Commerce. That's Wednesday afternoons at 1 o'clock for the Seaside-Sand City television show. Welcome back to the Seaside-Sand City television show. I'm Jim Vossen, V as in Victor, O-S-S-E-N, the gentleman sitting next to me and to my immediate left, David Pendergrass. How are you doing?
Jim, pretty good.
Nice to see you, the mayor of Sand City. You brought me a pin. Is that the same pin like you have?
Yes.
Or is it different?
No,
Thought maybe
same thing.
I thought maybe the mayor would have like a little bigger pin or something.
Nope, you got the same one.
Got the same one. All right. Well, we're gonna get into a lot of people might not know that much about you here because we're not only on this Comcast system. We're in the one in Santa Cruz, and we're also in Fresno. We're on broadcasted in Fresno.
Oh.
In fact, I forgot to tell the audience we're on KYMB, Comcast Channel 19, and over the air at 27.1, and the Fresno area at 33.4. When I met you a long time ago, you had already been a mayor of Sand City for a long time. So how many years is it now?
Well, this month's the 35th.
35th year. Now, do you have plans for 40? To make it have 40 years?
I'll be there as long as the people want me to. I don't think I'm finished.
So
much to be done in Sand City.
Yeah.
We're a very forward-moving city. We've corrected a lot of damage, industrial damage, and a lot of it along our coast, which our coastal developments will replace that and restore it. 70% of over 70% of our coast will be open space, and so we've got, as you noted a while back.
Yeah, I was just there was an article in the paper here. We'll get to that in just a second. Sand City to review coastal resort plans. Are there two of those plans?
Yeah, the first one was done quite some time ago, and that's the Monterey Bay Shores Eco Resort. Ed Gonduri owns the property. It's about 39 acres. So he's on the final agreement with the Coastal Commission settlement.
Okay.
So
when you say settlement, what does that mean? Like an agreement,
Well, it's been through lawsuits.
Oh.
He's won every one of them. So
who starts the suits? Just the Coastal Commission? Who does that?
It's both parties, mostly the applicants. Coastal Commission is very unfriendly in regards to development. So the current philosophy of, I think, the majority of the commissioners is don't want anything on the coast. Most of California lives on the coast, and certainly half of my city is in the coast.
Yeah.
So each city goes through the commission to get a local planning document, LCP they call it, local coastal plan.
Well, like what's it called? Dunes something over in Marina. They have the motel there, and there's the restaurant, Hooters or whatever that is. Now, did that have to go before the Coastal Commission to get that done? I assume.
And that was built by the current applicant for the project you mentioned in the paper.
Oh, okay.
Collections of Monterey Bay, I think it's called. So John King, who built that project, was successful. He's very familiar with coastal staff. Him and Dave Watson, his architect and partner. So they were there last night, and we had, it wasn't a full house. We had public hearing on the items. We continued them to December 17th because there were last-minute emails, and better to be safe than sorry. It's just the way they work. So make sure we
now, what was this
cross
hearing,
every bridge.
What's this hearing for? What is it actually?
For the project.
In other words, okay, is
so the final EIR, final environmental impact report.
Now that is something that is done. It's finished, or has it been?
It's finished. It started the draft was last January.
Okay.
So you circulate it and take in comments, and then you work on it.
Okay.
The applicant working with the city staff and we have consultants hired for that. They hired the consultants, and so it takes about a year to get through.
The developer pays for most of the things happening. Is that correct? Okay. So you said you've extended it to when? the next meeting in December?
December 17th. We
December.
were slated to take action last night, so we felt to continue that. We closed the public hearing on the final environmental impact report, continued action, till December 17th. Then there's the mitigation monitoring plan, and then there's actual site plan approval. So those three were continued. Mitigation plan, public hearing
Now,
was
the
closed.
site plan approval, that's through the city alone, is that correct?
Yeah, that's the project itself.
Okay.
It's been through our planning commission, so one approval, and so that's where it is
So
right now.
if everything works good, there's no rocks in the road along the way, when can a shovel break ground? Is that the right term?
Well, the last project, the last project, Gondur, Monterey Bay Shore, the Eco Resort, 21 years.
Well, but when did this start?
Well, it's been in progress
I mean, could it be a year from now, or?
well, it's been in progress for 10 years. One can expect that any project that's approved by the city, if you have, a city has local coastal plan, if they're approved by the Coastal Commission, it's supposed to be that you have the authority to approve and reject project. So if you approve it, then its caveat is it's appealable to the Coastal Commission. That's where the problems begin. That's what happened with the Eco Resort. So, in my opinion, the Coastal Commission really wanted to break the developer money and everything so that it doesn't get built. There is no help in this day and age. Even during this, we're still in the recession. So this provides jobs, provides scenic views.
Yeah.
We have the most scenic view shed on the peninsula to look across the bay.
And you guys, I think you can see whales from your area, can't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Haven't there been a lot out there? Is it slowed down? Wasn't there a whole bunch of them lately?
No, there's still
They're still out there?
a lot of anchovies.
Is that what
swimming around.
I thought of the sea lions feed on that, and then the whales feed on the sea lions.
Well,
no?
they all do.
Oh, they all like
The killer
feed.
whales, like the sea lion, the big blue whales, they go after shrill, and that's their food. So.
Okay.
Sea lions love to fish. And,
So when you go out for a walk, you still have your dog?
oh yeah, yeah.
What's your dog's name?
Angel.
Angel. Okay. Is this a new dog? Fairly new?
Yeah, he is. He's 7 years old.
Okay.
And he's fairly young, so
Okay.
get a lot of exercise with him.
But when
give
you
him
go out on a walk,
exercise.
are you able to look out and see whales from your? Do you need binoculars
no,
or
you
what?
you gotta use binoculars
Okay. All right.
with my eyesight. So
Oh. Okay. Anyway.
as we get older, things get dim.
Yeah. Yeah. Taking a dim view of that, I can understand. All right. So again, just roughly, this the name of the project that's the most likely to be done first, building and everything, is the Eco Project. Is that the right Eco Resort?
Yeah, that should start next year.
Should start next year. Okay. 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. How long is it going to take? You think?
Well, it'll take a couple of years. You have a lot of engineering to do. You've got to.
Seems like some things take, not as long to build some things. Some things go a little quicker, I guess, and some things take a little longer.
Yeah, well, if you build a house on sand, it has to be stable, but you risk earthquake. Your house is gonna
No, you have to drill way down
Yeah,
and
they have
find
to-
rock
they
or
have
whatever
to-
they do, or
find rock and put pylons down.
pylons.
However, I'm not a contractor. The next gentleman knows a lot about that, so he could give you details how that's done. But like in San Francisco, the big skyscrapers.
Yeah.
They always go down to bedrock because if you don't, earthquakes come and
Yeah.
timber.
Yeah. Yeah. In
Like
fact, I think
1906. Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, isn't like the Marina District's all sand out there? I think.
Yeah, we're all
That's-
sand from.
Which apparently, when they had earthquakes, the buildings kind of sway a little bit with it. I don't know. Maybe Keith
Yeah.
might know about that.
Well, I remember 1987, October
Oh, these-
17th.
yeah.
So I actually, working at Fort Ord, I retired there 32 years. So.
Were you in a building when that happened?
No, I was on my way home,
Oh.
and I listened to the Santa Cruz radio station and went out. I
Oh.
said, what's this, So I turned into Tioga, going to my house, and the shock waves were coming, So I got in my carport, and I looked out, and I could see the the sand dune going like that.
Really?
So it come to our house, and boy, it just this thing literally blew up all the transformers at that time it was PG&E power plant, and then, of course the Highway 1 bridge was moved over, and in 15 seconds, wow. Epicenter was in Santa Cruz area, Loma Prieta up in the mountains. So earthquakes, it didn't do damage to us, just cut off our electricity and phone.
Yeah. It's funny. I was actually in Daly City, standing outside of a shop. I had a shop there, and I was standing outside on the sidewalk. And I got to tell you, it's the first time I've ever, sometimes when you're outside, you don't feel an earthquake.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be inside. You have to you see the building moving or something, But sometimes you're outside. You say, I was outside and I didn't feel it. But man, that earthquake was one of those ones that my vision was just going funny. I mean, it was heavy duty.
Well, the fault line went right up to the Embarcadero. A lot of that, a lot of those buildings were built on outstretched fill and sand.
Right.
So they were vulnerable to damage, and as you know, happened in the freeway also.
Oh, terrible.
Interstate 80.
We're going to take a little break. This is the Seaside-Sand City television show, and we'll be right back. Don't go away.
The 2013 Motor Trend Truck of the Year is Ram 1500, and Cal is offering fantastic savings on this award-winning truck. The Ram 1500 has hard-charging power with easygoing economy and is best in class for city and highway MPG. Motor Trend Truck of the Year, massive power, best in class gas mileage. Cal's not crazy, but you might be if you pass on this deal. Cal's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in the middle of the Seaside Auto Center. Military, see us first.
All right, welcome back to the Seaside-Sand City television show here on KYMB, Comcast Channel 19 over the air at 27.1, and in the Fresno area at 33.4. See, if you don't say it like that, if you miss somewhere, it's very hard to go back to that. I'm Jim Vossen, VS and Victor OSSEN. My guest today, the mayor of Sand City, David Pendergrass, and by the way, next guest, Keith Severson. Their business is half in Sand City and half in Seaside.
Oh yeah, they have the cement mixing area there. They've been there for many years.
Yeah. You ever used any of their cement?
Oh yeah, we make avail of our in-town businesses. So
they're not. There used to be a cement coming out, maybe they're still around, up in San Francisco, and on there the thing that rolls around, it had a sign saying, "Get a load of this."
That's pretty catchy.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, so Sand City, you are definitely the small city. Although, wait a minute, size-wise, are you smaller than Carmel? Or a little bigger?
Well, Delray Oaks, Carmel, and Sand City are interchange in size. I don't know. I think Carmel is a little bit bigger.
Oh, really?
And certainly population-wise. But
now, your population is about 300 right now?
No. There's probably well over 400. We just approved,
really?
We just approved a project, 3-story project on Catalina Ortiz, and there are 8 apartments and 7 or 8 commercials. So that'll bring in maybe 30 more.
When I first met you, I think the population was like 270 or something.
Well,
so it's going up?
10 years back. Oh, no, the Independent, that has a lot of families. That's being remodeled. Second floor will be completely apartments.
Uh-huh.
They plan an addition on the other side, building.
Okay.
All apartments. Up where I live, the old Wilson property where there's peninsula fence and all of that, that's been purchased. They plan to build, the buyers planning to build 10 houses there. So the economy perking up. So, so we're happy with that.
Yeah.
We have, a nighttime population of over 400, daytime over 40,000.
40,000. That's the people come in shopping.
Yeah,
how many people work actually among the 2 shopping centers and all the other businesses, the art business?
It's over about 2,500.
About 2,500.
There's about 1,000 in the shopping center, and over half of those people are Seaside residents. So they use our streets. They use our streets, and we use theirs. So.
Thank you. I'm not getting in the middle of that one. That's staying away.
A little advertisement.
No, it's good. So let me. And of course, you again were born in Seaside, not Sand City.
Yeah, first couple of years I was born in Hillby.
Do you ever miss Seaside? No,
No,
you don't miss it. Okay.
I don't even remember it. So.
Oh, well, you went to the movies. Didn't you go to the movie house down there on?
Yeah,
where
the
City Center is now?
theaters. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only theater we had, And I remember the old theater and used to go to all the matinees. It was really nice. Days gone by.
Days gone by, and in fact, where'd you meet your wife? You met her at school?
Yeah, she moved next door.
She moved next door.
Sand City. We went to Monterey High together, so we're high school sweethearts. Next March will be our 50th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
3 kids and now 14 grandchildren.
14 grandchildren.
I officiated over the marriage of our oldest granddaughter last
you did?
Last August. So
You did that as a mayor, or do you have some kind of other
the public
cloth thing or something? Or
no, well, it used to be a different procedure, but now if you're a public official, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So my granddaughter asked me last December, and I said, whoa, I don't know, never done that before. So it was very successful, and the only complaint, it was during the time when it was quite warm and humid.
Oh, where was this at? Where'd you do it?
It was over in Aptos.
Okay.
On her mother's property.
Uh-huh.
They got about 10 acres there. In the middle of the acreage is kind of a valley. And so they had a big open area there. That's where they had the wedding. About 300 or 400 guests, and Grandpa officiated.
All right. Now, the 2 shopping centers, one's called the Sand Dollar Shopping Center, and one's called the Edgewater. And which one's which?
Which one's which?
Yeah, which one's which? The one with Costco is the Edgewater?
No, that's
the
Sand Dollar.
Okay, I was just testing you. And the other's the Edgewater. Which one was done first?
Sand Dollar.
Oh, it was?
Mm-hmm. Okay. That was built by Monterey Sand Company, actually. It was their property, so they kind of developed their own property there. And then Edgewater was built by DBO Development.
Oh, okay,
Roscoe.
Right.
So
now I know DBO, other than the 3 buildings, they don't own the rest of the shopping center. How about the original company for the Sand Dollar one? Do they still own the property there? Or
no, it's all. Half of it's owned by a real estate mogul.
Oh.
And Costco owns their own property. And behind Costco, we are sale is about completed. Costco built their gas station.
Now, is that where is that where that health place was or something? No.
Yeah, it was the gym.
The gym.
Yeah, so they left. It'll be right down. It'll be about an acre. There's a house next to it.
Okay.
And then there's a long building. It used to be Mediterranean. So it'll take all that area. And there's on the other side, there's an old house sits down and below. So.
Well, there's this one building that I see with a for rent sign on it down on California there, that an old picture of it when you go to look at an old picture of a tattoo shop. Is that one of the places you're talking about?
Well, that's not part of.
No, it's not part of that.
But it is part behind where Costco gas station would be. Is the
part
DBO.
Of another project someday down the
DBO
road.
development. We've always called it the south of Tioga.
Uh-huh.
So that's you should be hearing something about that real soon. I'm not free to give details.
I wouldn't want you.
Matter of fact, I don't know all the details, but
just between you and me, what? No.
That's been 15 years in the making. So
it has been. It's
he's bought DBO Development has bought about 98.9% of the property. He's working on the remainder.
There's somebody holding out.
Well, that always happens. The city has never had to condemn any.
I was just going to never did that.
They've done well in talking to the property owners. So.
Mm-hmm. Now the place, like I know there's, you have all sorts of different things. You got your shopping centers, which all different kinds of stores in there, and then you have the art places.
Mm-hmm.
You have Salvation Army over there.
Mm-hmm. Good Samaritan Center. So we've done our part.
Yeah.
Good Samaritan. That's a very unique center. So we've done our part in helping.
Now is that in the airways of this the projects down the road? That property? So
no, it's outside.
Oh, it is outside.
Mm-hmm.
How about the rock gym? The climbing rock gym?
It's inside.
Oh, it's inside.
Yeah. So
but go across the street. That's outside.
Yeah, East Avenue there.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, all right. So I want to
Salvation
climb
Army-
rocks, I got to go somewhere else?
Yeah, Salvation Army, they own their own property there, and they rent out the front. So it's unique. You read a lot about Monterey having problems with homeless. Well,
You're right.
they don't have anything like that in their city, but we did, and we do allow it. So the homeless come there, they can take a shower, they can get food, they can get their mail, they can also get limited job reference, they can get psychological help, and Salvation Army there coordinates with our police department because sometimes there's psychological problem. And
We've had actually managers of that quite a few times on your town. Carl will bring them in, Carl Kelleher, our host that does for the chamber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's fascinating, you know, what they do there. It really is. Yeah. And do they do a turkey drive too?
Oh yeah.
They do a.
That should be probably this week where you can come by and get food for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, or bring turkeys there too, right?
Yeah. All donated.
Yeah.
So again, it just emphasized that's our part in contributing to the plight of the homeless.
Okay. So that side of the street is not threatened right now, at least, or to do anything?
No, that's not part of the project,
proposed
project.
One last little thing. Let's talk about your water desal plant. You guys have it. And you're on the water. Which board? You're on a few boards. Which water board are you on?
Well, I'm two of them.
Two of them.
I'm currently chair of the Monterey Peninsula Water Management District.
And what does that cover?
Well, they manage the water, and been doing it since 1978. So, and then
water for who? For everybody in
for the district.
For which covers what?
All Carmel Valley, Pebble Beach.
Oh, okay, Pebble Beach.
All the 6 cities.
Okay.
And not Marina, so they're outside. So.
There is something different. Okay.
And then we have the newly created about a little more than a year. It's
the mayor's deal.
Monterey Peninsula Joint Powers Agency Water. So that was created to help move along.
Right.
Doesn't take the place of the Water Management District. We have MRWPCA, which is a sewer agency.
Right.
They're working on the what's called the groundwater replenishment, similar to Orange County. We take recycled water, which is being used now for 13 years, that irrigates the Castroville area, Salinas Valley.
Yep.
Take that, not that water in particular, but take recycled water and upgrade it to pure water.
So just where are we standing with this, all our water crisis? I remember seemed like it was 2 years ago. We had Cal Am saying, well, we're going to have to spend $400 million on something. And I was trying to do the math on that, on how many subscribers there are.
Yeah, well, that was a failed project. They excluded the peninsula, Their deal was with the county and with Marina Coast Water District. I won't go in. I know the details, but anyway, that went down in flames, still burning.
But don't we have some problems though? And in about a year and a half, we can't use any more Carmel River. We're done. Or what?
Well, that's what it's all about.
We come to
Peninsula.
Come to you, and you with your water.
The State Water Board told Cal Am that 80% of their water is from the Carmel River aquifer.
Yeah.
Said that's illegal. It's not overdrafted. It's illegal water. So they just got a little more rights to it, about 1,600 acre feet, which helps. So they have to replace the water, and that's what's driving this. And what's complicating this, you got several groups over the past want to buy out Cal Am. So, I mean, you don't have to be a finance expert to realize the water district, here we have our expenses, we do what we do, but you add a cost of buying a water company, which isn't for sale, but you have to go through legal channels, which costs perhaps millions. So, and what do you do in the meantime? You stay in the water project too, because by 2016, if we don't show the state that we have a water project in progress, we have the cease and desist order, which they're serious. They will cut our water supply by 50%. Artificially. It's a regulatory drought.
Just one last thing, because I'm right at the end. What aren't we? I've heard something that there's all sorts of water under Fort Ord. Have you heard about that? That there's a bunch of water there to solve all our problems.
No, that's not true, because in the marina area, which
Yeah.
the south, the entire city has been inundated with saltwater intrusion. So their water they move to the more further into the Salinas Basin, so they're getting that water. But the salt water is just intrusion. It's moving around, so that's why the
maybe we should have an ordinance and not allow that.
well, that's why the reclamation project was done, so the farmers would take offline their wells and use recycled water, and done that for 13 years. But so there's there's a balancing act. In our basin here, the Seaside Basin, there is not an overdraft. And our water, our desal water, we built desal plant. Cal-Am operates it and manages it, but by use of our water, they stopped pumping that much from the Carmel River. They haven't been able to do that except through our project.
Right.
So that's a plus, and they're learning how to operate a desal plant. We have a brackish water plant. We don't take water directly from the ocean. It's a combination 60 feet down about. Takes runoff water, pure water, and salt water. So it's easier to remove the salt. And the state of the art, it has 4 units that save power. So we reuse the energy in the plant 60%. So they've come from all over the world, Thailand, Australia, to see this.
Oh, to see the thing, yeah. I thought you meant the water. Well, the water does too.
Not the Carmel River.
David Pendergrass, thank you. Can I get you back sometime?
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
good. It's that time to take a break. We've got Keith Severson here from Granite Rock, not confused with Granite Construction. That's something else. All right, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Okay.